Mike Wisdell, and on behalf of the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame and its board members, we would like to welcome you to the 2023 Hall of Fame induction party. And we're going to make some announcements of who is going into the Hall of Fame this year for our banquet on November 5th, 2023 at the Doubletree Hotel, 3 till about 8 o'clock in the afternoon and at night. A couple introductions. First of all, I'd like to introduce our board of directors for the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. First of all, our president, Jen Thunberg, right over here. Next to her is Lee Thompson on the board. Next is Mike Debo right here. Kathy Dardis, also a board member. Ned Planky, our treasurer. And last but certainly not, second to last but certainly not least, Sean Sullivan, another board member. And the shy one over here to my left, our vice president, Dan McAvoy. So how about a big hand for all of our board members? It is a lot of fun to be on this board and have our meetings. Also, a big thank you to Nick Page and Bay County TV for taping tonight. This will be on quite a bit, so check your schedule. Channel 192 on Spectrum, or 190, excuse me, and that'll be on there playing a lot. Big thanks to Wanigans for letting us use their facility night for our announcement party. And we also want to do a special thanks tonight for our premier sponsor for the 2023 banquet, and that is our friends from Renew Physical Therapy. They stepped up this year and helped us quite a bit. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Chief Executive Officer, Tony Klapish, and the Chief Operating Officer, Bob Klapish, to come up and say a couple things.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you, everybody. I'd like to thank the board. I'd like to thank the past and future inductees of this. I want to introduce a couple people from Renew real quick. My business partner and brother, Bob Klapish. Business Development, Steve Armstrong. Marketing Director, Kate O'Shea. And Sean Sullivan, one of our therapy partners. So thank you all for being here. Sports has played a big part in my life and Bob's life and many of our family members. And anything we can do to help the youth in this area to support the mission of the Bay County Hall of Fame, we're happy to do it. I want to especially thank Dan McAvoy, who helped us conceptualize this idea, came up with this opportunity, and we look forward to a long relationship with the organization. So thank you very much.
Tony, thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. That was a very big day when we heard Renew was going to jump on board for the banquet and help us out. So, and just to give you an idea, we give out $750 scholarships to each of our scholarship winners from each of the 6 Bay County high schools, and they will also be recognized at the banquet on November 5th. So the NEC will introduce those scholarship winners right now. I don't know if any of them are here, but from Bay City All Saints, it is Ryan McDonald for this year. From Bay City Central, it's Cameron Washington. From Essexville Garber is Bain Davis. From Bangor John Glenn is Brody Krejak. From Pinconning is Jack Betchler. And from Western is Olivia Yachik. So let's give our scholarship winners a big hand. Another great crew of people with the same GPA that I had. So they all had 4.0s. It just took me 4 years to get there. Next up, we are going to introduce our President Award winner. And to introduce our President Award winner is our President, Jen Thunberg.
We award a President's Award each year to someone who has given a great service to athletics in Bay County. This is a person who has been behind the scenes and been one of those people that we can't do what we do without. And so this year our recipient, and I want him to come up here so I can talk about him a little bit, is Marty Gottesman. All right, this guy puts up with me a lot now because he has been the executive secretary for the Saginaw Valley League for how many years? 44 years he has been the executive secretary of the Saginaw Valley League, and he is in charge of all of our scheduling and basically just keeping all of us in line because he has the whole history of the conference in his mind, on paper, all over the place. So for that is one part of this, but he also was a longtime athletic director at Bay City Western and very involved in the Bay City Public Schools. I can't think of anybody who's more deserving of this honor than Marty Gottesman. So,
Marty, congratulations. The first AD I worked for in Bay City Public Schools. Very well deserved. Okay, so now let's get to our 2023 class. I didn't forget anything yet, have I? I don't think so. Not yet. Our first inductee will be from Bangor, John Glenn, Bay City John Glenn, Joe Dene, and representing Joe tonight is his parents, Mike and Kathy Dene, right over here. So a big hand for Joe Dene. One of the most accomplished athletes in John Glenn history. He went on to be part of 2 Big Ten championship football teams at the University of Michigan. The 6'8", 310-pound offensive lineman earned 3 varsity letters and played in all 13 games as a senior in 2002. He participated in 5 New Year Day Bowl games and helped the Wolverines finish in the top 20 rankings every season. He garnered academic All-Big Ten honors. Dene was a 3-year starter for Coach John Loop's vaunted football program at Glenn, earning All-State while being ranked as the number 3 offensive lineman in the Midwest by Prep Star. The 1998 graduate was a 3-time track and field state qualifier in both the shot put and discus. He won the shot put state championship as a senior. Also going in for the 2023 class from Bay City Central, HEIDI HOYLE, and representing HEIDI is Mike and Edie HOYLE, where they're back over here. Congratulations to HEIDI. Currently a Major General in the United States Army, she laid a strong foundation as a record-breaking swimmer at Bay City Central and West Point Academy. She earned 4 varsity letters while helping West Point transition to a Division I college program. She was a Patriot League finalist in multiple events and served as team captain for league runner-up squad in 1994. She was presented the Daly Memorial Award as captain and Stetz Award for outstanding leadership. HOYLE still ranks 4th in program history for the 200 breaststroke and 5th in the 100 breaststroke. The 1990 Central grad still owns school records in the 100 breaststroke and the 200 individual medley. The 3-time state qualifier won Saginaw Valley League titles and placed top 10 in the state in both events as a senior. She was a leader in 4 individual events as a junior and was named the most valuable swimmer of the Tri-City Championships. Another 2023 inductee, hockey coach, Bay City Wolves, did a tremendous job the years he was here. Mike KAYNER will be going into the Hall of Fame. So a big hand for Mike. For nearly a quarter century, KAYNER stood at the helm of the Bay City Wolves hockey high school program as its only head coach. He guided the combined Bay City Central and Bay City Western squads to a 345 wins, 257 losses, and 27 tie record, winning 4 regional championships. He led his 2014 squad to the Saginaw Valley League crown and took his 2015 team to the state Final Four. In 24 seasons, the program endured just 5 losing records. A 1984 graduate of T.L. Handy, he played 2 seasons of college hockey at the University of Wisconsin Superior and 2 at Bethel College, where he earned first team all-conference. Now a local chiropractor, KAYNER played junior hockey in Canada and got his first coaching job in Sweden. He returned home and helped launch high school hockey in Bay City. Another great softball player from that Pinconning area, from the Pinconning area Spartans, Jill Labordiers, will be going into the Hall of Fame this year. One of the all-time greats in the storied Pinconning softball tradition, she went on to star at Central Michigan University. She was a rare athlete who excelled both as a pitcher and a position player at the Division I level, helping the Chippewas to 2 Mid-American Conference championships. She earned first-team All-MAC and All-Region as a senior in 1996 when she registered 7 wins in the circle and led the team with a .331 batting average and program record 7 triples. She notched 24 career victories, and her 6th save still ranks 2nd in CMU history. The 1992 Pinconning graduate was a 2-time All-Stater for one of Michigan's top programs. She ranks among the all-time leaders with 157 hits and 81 stolen bases, along with 58 wins, 577 strikeouts, 9 no-hitters, and a 0.34 ERA as a pitcher. She was also honorable mention All-State on Pinconning's 1992 state championship volleyball team. From Bay City Central, you'll all remember him, great football player back in the day, Scott Mackey will be going into the Hall of Fame. A 3-sport sensation at Bay City Central, he would become part of the nucleus of the Grand Valley State University football powerhouse. The speedy defensive back sparked the Lakers to 3 straight NCAA Division II national championship games, winning it all in 2002, 2003. He was a 2-time first-team All-American and a 3-time first-team All-GLIAC pick. He owns great Grand Valley State University records with 19 career interceptions and 5 touchdowns on interception returns. The 2022 GFSU Hall of Fame inductee went on to play 4 seasons professionally in the NFL in Italy. He was also a 5-time GLIAC champion in track and still ranks among the school's top 10 for points scored at the GLIAC championship. The 1990 Central graduate was named Class A Gold Helmet Player of the Year as a star wide receiver and defensive back. He also finished as state runner-up in the 400 dash in track and field. Also going in for a lot of work, another gentleman behind the scenes, some basketball at Bay City Central, some tennis at Bay City Central, did some coaching at other schools around the area. I've known this man for a long time, just a wonderful individual. Joe RICARD, right down over here, going into the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Joe. The 1970 Bay City All Saints graduate has worn many hats on the local sports scene, and has been an impact maker in all of them. He served as the boys basketball coach at Bay City Central for 7 seasons after stops at Birch Run, Saginaw Nouvelle, and Frankenmuth. He guided Nouvelle to back-to-back Class C state championships in 1990 and 91, and sports more than 240 varsity wins on his resume. He was inducted in the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan Hall of Fame as a game official after serving more than 30 years in that role in basketball and baseball. He shifted gears into tennis, coaching the Central boys for 16 years and the girls for 9 seasons, earning Saginaw Valley League Coach of the Year 3 times. RICARD has served as president of the Bay Community Tennis Association since 2015, overseeing the installation of Jopke courts. Also going in for bowling. This name will sound familiar to a lot of people, very familiar in the bowling circles in Bay City. Jim TESNER will be going into the Hall of Fame. Where's Jim? Is he here? One of the most accomplished bowlers on the tradition-rich Bay City bowling scene, he has doubled as a highly respected high school coach for nearly 40 years. A fixture with the ESSEXVILLE CARBER program since before it gained varsity status in 2004, he delivered a crowning achievement in 2020 by guiding the girls team to the first team state championship in any sport in school history. TESNER staked a claim as one of Michigan's top competitors in the 1980s and 90s. A PBA bowler from 1981 to 1990, he won 4 Michigan major titles and was named the Tour's Bowler of the Year in 1986. He competed in 30 ABC Nationals and won 14 statewide scratch tournaments. He won the 1995 UAW National Championship, claimed the 1985 Michigan State Tournament team title, and the prestigious World Team title in 1996. He is a member of 4 Bowling Hall of Fames. Now, we also have a couple of 3 teams more than 3 teams going in. So every year the board gets together and looks at teams that are going in to the Hall of Fame. And this year we have the 1987, 1989, and 1990 All Saints softball teams. All 3 of those teams are state runner-up, coached by Hall of Fame coach Brad Walraven, and they won state championships in 1988 and 1991. So a big hand for the All Saints softball teams. Also another team going in this year, the 1993 Bay City Western Wrestling coach. They were the state runner-up. Head coach Jerry Hoffman, who I worked with out at Bay City Western, had great finishes all year, individual state finalists, and some of the members of the team are back over here. Gentlemen, congratulations. So the 93 wrestling team from Bay City Western is going in. And the also last going in, the 1973 Bay City Central Boys golf team, the greatest golf team in the history of Central. First year coach at that time for the golf team is here tonight, Mr. Tim Tobin, who used to be on our board. So they had 2 area greats, Bruce Patterson and Pete Pafford. So the Bay City Central Boys golf team from 1973 is also going in. So, again, November 5th at the DoubleTree, 3 to about 8 o'clock. Get your tickets online. Please check out our website if you would like to attend at the DoubleTree. It's a who's who. And all the money that we raise through all of our scholarship goes to our scholarship funds for that $750 for our kids. So we've given out a few dollars over the years since 1991. We started at 500, we're now at 750, and hopefully we can keep that going up. So with that being said, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Have a great evening, and we'll see you at the Hall of Fame banquet in November. Thank you.